What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Dark Souls 3. And today we're gonna go through the Grand Archives. Hey, what's up? Last time we fought the Dragon Slayer armor, and we barely beat him at the very last second. I think the video ended up being about 58 minutes long, so I had literally 2 minutes left to beat the Dragon Slayer armor. So that was the last attempt, and we got it done. Besides that, we went through the rest of the castle. We're all done with the castle. I'm just looking around here on the outside of the archives, as I talked about last time. Just looking around. There's not much to see, though. Yes, we beat Dragon Slayer armor, and we finished up the castle. In between that video and this video, I've got to say, I grinded quite a bit. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel like when you end the game, you should be somewhere between level 100 and 130. Here's an item here. What do we get? Titanite chunk, another one outside of the archives. Let's make sure there's no secret walls. And back up the stairs we go. But yeah, I grinded. And where I did grind was the Lothric Castle bonfire. There's a knight just standing pretty much like 20 yards from the... probably 10 yards from the... That's a good view there. From the bonfire, so you just run over, attack him, kill him. He drops good stuff. He'll drop chunks. All the Lothric Knight armor. Here we are at the Grand Archives bonfire. Chunks, embers, all of the Lothric Knight armor, and all that stuff sells for good souls too. So it's a good place to farm souls. If you put on like the symbol of avarice, the ring, the silver serpent ring, and the shield of want, and you just run up to him, destroy him, grab a shit, run back to the bonfire, sit down, run up to him, destroy him, grab a shit, run back to the bonfire. You know, keep doing that over and over. Grand Archives key and Gotthard twin swords. So this must be Gotthard here, laying on the ground in front of the archives. Let's see what his swords say. Oh, here's the key. Grand Archives key. Key to the main entrance to the Grand Archives of Lothric. With the fire fading and the spreading pus of man tainting the castle, the Grand Archives closed its doors for good. Today only a few of its keys remain. This one likely belonged to Gotthard, one of the king's black hands, who fled the castle. So the pus of man was spreading in the castle, so he was fleeing to the archives, but he didn't quite make it, and that's how we pick up the key to the doors up ahead. And here are his swords, Gotthard twin swords. The hunters, known as the king's black hands, wielded paired weapons. These belonged to Gotthard, who fled the castle. Gotthard rose quickly through the knighthood, no surprise to those who have witnessed his swordsmanship. And the skill for the twin swords is spin slash. Slice into foes with a large spinning motion and use strong attack. Man, I need to read faster. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I grinded quite a bit on those nights at the Lothric Castle bonfire. I think I'm like level 118 or something like that at this point, or even lower. That's what I am now. So it's not like I went crazy. I didn't go to 150. I didn't go to 130. Even though I think that's well within the parameters of not making it too easy. I think between 100 and 130 is a good place to end your first playthrough. So for me, I stopped somewhere in the middle there at like 118, 120, something like that. So I'm not over leveled, but I'm not under leveled anymore. So we can attempt Nameless King, maybe. We won't have any trouble with the Twin Princes or the Soul of Cinder. Not any more than usual, at least, from being under leveled. I was level 80. I was level 80. And I just wanted to grind a little bit. So I just want to let everybody know that. Here's the wizard, the big wizard that follows you through the archives. You can get a couple hits on him before he disappears, but you can't kill him here. You gotta pretty much chase him up the stairs and up through the whole archives before you can kill him. You might be able to kill him on your second encounter with him, but I think most of the time people kill him on their third encounter with him. I'm not sure. It's either second or third or fourth, but It's not the first. I know that 100%. You can't kill him on your first. Unless you have like a one-shot weapon or something. I don't even know. I've never killed him on the first encounter. And I think we do it on the third. I can't be sure. We'll see. Just looking around. Here's some thralls. Trying to find the way to go. Another item, a Titanite chunk. Raining magic down on us from above is the big wizard. Ooh, backstab to the thrall. Yeah, he'll shoot magic at you until you kill him. So as long as he has a line of sight on you, he's going to shoot magic at you. All he did was teleport further up into the level to get away from you. And anytime he sees you, he's going to cast on you from up there. So he's sniping you until you get to him again. And make him teleport again. He's going to snipe at you whenever he has line of sight. So yeah, anybody who's watching this, wondering where all my other videos are, why I'm just doing Dark Souls 3, we're almost done. This is going to be the second to last video, most likely. Here's a crystal lizard. You just gotta kill him quickly before he disappears. Crystal gem, twinkling titanite. This should be the second to last video. I think there's gonna be, at most, 2 more after this. And that's if I do Nameless King. If I don't do Nameless King, I think I can get it done in 1 more video. I would say at most there's going to be 2 more videos after this. So there's either going to be either 1 more or 2 more. 100%. So if you're waiting for any other game on this channel, or you just want to know how much more until Dark Souls 3 is done, 1 more video. This is the second to last video, most likely. And if not, it's the third to last. There's literally 1 or 2 left, and that's it. All we have to do after this is the last, there's a couple bosses, and that's it. So I don't want to like give away exactly where we end here, but there's like 1 video worth of content left after this, pretty much. Unless Nameless King gives me trouble. That's the only caveat I got. If Nameless King takes me an hour, then obviously that's going to be another video. If I don't do Nameless King, then I only got 1 left. 1 video left worth of shit. Unless Soul Ascender takes me an hour or something crazy, which I hope not. But that could happen too, so at most 2 videos, and at least 1 video. So pretty simple. 1 to 2 more videos after this. We've got a Scholar's Candlestick off of the Wax Head. A candlestick covered in ivory scales, once used by the scholars of the Great Archives. This served as their guiding light, as well as a tool of self-restraint. Even today, wielders of this weapon benefit from the resulting sorcery-strengthening properties. The skill is Guiding Light. A candle provides a temporary source of light, which reveals additional guidance. Scholar's Candlestick. Dropped by the Wax Heads here. There's another item up ahead. Titanite chunk, another one. So absolutely no excuse. I mean, unless you did it the right way, which I didn't. I went to Archdragon Peak first, so I definitely have plus 10 weapon. But they give you all kinds of chunks between Archives and Archdragon Peak and Lothric Castle. They give you so many chunks that you should have plus 9 no matter what. Plus 10. There's 2 to 3 slabs that aren't too hard to get between those 3 areas. So you should probably have a plus 10 by now, if you don't. Caught him trying to get the drop on me, and instead I got the drop on him. Somebody texted me on the phone here. I just like this area. Another item here. Soul of Crestfallen Knight. He looks crestfallen. Okay. It's like a library, kinda. Well, obviously it's an archive. Whole bunch of books. Bunch of wax heads standing, looking the other way. Let's see if we can sneak up. Oh, he must have heard me. I guess I farted or something. He heard me. Got him. Got stabbed in the face. Alright, 3 down. Scholar's robe. There's a big pool of white stuff here. I don't even want to say what it looks like. They were standing there, got a little too happy. Scholar's robe. Robe of a sage from the Grand Archives, stained quite deliberately with wax. The scholars of the Grand Archives, sorcerers by craft, tend to their candles with a reverence that exceeds the simple burden of labor. They know dangers of the archive's store of knowledge all too well. So it's basically saying it's got wax on there to protect from the curse. And that's what you do if you dunk your head in this wax here. Which I never knew this the first time I played. Did not know this. Dunk your head in the wax. You look silly. Look kind of cool, actually. Looks like a skull with wax on it, basically. I didn't know this at first, the first time I played. But, I'm getting phone calls. That's why if it sounds like I'm cutting in and out. Sorry about that. It might be a little choppy on the... But I'm trying to get the audio done and get this out, so my bad. This is what it looks like. And the reason you dunk your head in the wax is there's curses. There's curse that will build up on you. When you walk by certain rows of books, there's going to be hands that come out at you. I'll let you know when it's happening. It's not yet. It's coming up real soon, but not in this area. Titanite scale there. The hands will reach out and curse you. Like I'm not sure if they do damage exactly, but if they'll build up your curse meter really fast, and then when your curse meter gets all the way up, you lose like a big chunk of health, like permanently. But if you dunk your head in the wax, it prevents the curse buildup for a limited amount of time. You only have the wax on your head. I think it lasts about, if I had to guess, I would say a minute and a half or so. That'd be my guess. Somewhere between a minute and 2 minutes. And it prevents the curse buildup. Here's a red-eye knight, so more dangerous than a normal one. He buffed up his spear. He's got a big shield. Ooh, and he jabs me right in the face with the spear. Luckily I got the wax on, huh? So he buffs up with magic, it looks like. He's barely got any health left. I'm just trying to tap him one more time, and he's just being an asshole. Let's drink up. Pour a 4 or a 16. Drink up. Oh man, he just needs to be touched. Like, he needs a little smack and he'll be dead. Just a little flick. Can't even see any red in his health bar. I mean, you can, barely. And there he goes. Lothric Knight leggings and Titanite chunk. So he is done for. Another chunk here. Looking at the view. Just a bunch of stairs and books. It kind of looks like Dark Souls 1. Duke's Archives. This little back room that the Red-Eye Knight was guarding. He was guarding a crystal chime. Let's see what that says. A sacred chime, once the possession of Gertrude, the heavenly daughter, and defiled by the scholars of the Grand Archives. The power of the crystals granted the scholars a degree of success. In this case, their work enabled this chime to be suitable for casting both miracles and sorceries. The skill is Gentle Prayer. Recovers HP for a period of time, if extremely slowly. So, it does sorcery and miracles, or can be used for sorcery and miracles. I don't think there's anything else back here. Like, I couldn't find anything else, but I guess that's the only thing back here. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, it'd be cool if you're a sorcerer or if you're like a spellcaster, I guess, to find crystal chime. Crystal's usually like the heaviest hitting of items. Usually low durability, high power type shit. Alright, back to the pool here. Looking at the books. The mess they made. Should have dunked my head in the wax. Oop. Let's go do it. Let's get a jizz head. Alright, so now we're protected from curse. You just hit X to dunk head in wax. There's no... I don't think there's any negative to doing this. There's no reason not to, I don't think. There might be something, like something to do with your armor, your headpiece, I don't know. But not enough to not do it, because it only lasts like 2 to 3 minutes. Gotta get this crystal lizard, you gotta be fast. There's 2 of them in here. The one runs up the stairs right into the hands, and that's what I'm talking about, those hands. Twinkling Titanite, I think Chaos Gem. The hands you just saw will curse you and lower your health bar. So that's why you dunk your head in wax, to protect from that. They can't do anything while your head is waxed. Went through the table like ECW. New jack off the top. I don't know why I gotta break everything in the room. Voice is being crazy. There's another item here. Bunch of chairs. Soul of a nameless soldier. Bunch of curse hands reaching out, trying to grab me. Trying to touch my butt. Just destroy everything in the room. Books floating in the air. Another crystal lizard. For some reason he didn't run the first time. He must be the runt of the litter. Not very smart. I chased the one up the ladder there, the steps, the rolling steps, and killed that one. And the other one was just sitting there the whole time, right by that pillar, which is just on the other side of the steps that I ran up to kill his buddy. Usually a crystal lizard, if you're that close running up chasing another one, it'll also run away, so I'm not sure why it just sat there. Not complaining though, got them both. There's a scholar kind of trapping you into running into a bunch of hands, curse hands. Titanite scale, curse hands, another candle wax head. I like how the candle's lit on their head till they die, and then it goes out. It's pretty cool. He's all pretzeled up. Scorpion. Another one. Another crystal lizard. 2 twinkling titanite. All kinds of upgrade materials. Yeah, so like the last three areas of the game give you so many upgrade materials. You know, you can upgrade like 2 weapons all the way. Kick down this ladder here. Gives you access to the beginning of the level in case you want to go back and hit the bonfire, or if you die. Just another classic FromSoft shortcut. Alright, let's see. What else? I think I'm trying to get to that crystal lizard, but he is not accessible from here. You have to go a little bit further up. So don't worry about him. When you first see him, don't worry about him. Just don't scare him away. Don't shoot him or anything. Just ignore him, and the further up you go, you'll be able to get him in a little bit. Right here would be a perfect time for wax on my head, but nope. And getting shot. Lower the bookcase over there if you caught that. Real quick, if you look straight out from where you pull the lever and a little bit to the left and down, one of the bookcases from earlier in the level lowered to reveal a secret area. I figured I'd put some poison on my weapon just for shits and giggles. I've always found poison resin to be quite useless. Unless you're doing PvP or fighting a boss that can be poisoned. Those are like the only times it's worth it, and you could use something better than that, you know? Like if you have any other options, it's gonna be better than the poison resin, but almost die. Getting shot, getting hit from all sides. Yeah, poison resin, not the best. If it's all you got though, you might as well. If a boss can get poisoned, it's perfect. But obviously, like lightning or fire would be better usually, because it's definitely gonna do damage. Like poison on your weapon is like, maybe it's gonna do some damage, maybe. If the enemy stays alive long enough. And they can be poisoned. Like there's too many caveats, too many reasons that it's worse than when I just fell. Like lightning or fire or dark or magic, anything pretty much is better than poison. Bleed even sometimes. Bleed's about the same as poison because some things can't be bled, and it takes about the same amount of hits to apply it. Here's the big wizard again. The big fat wizard. Gave him a couple slaps and he teleported across the way there. I'm not sure if you can kill him there or not. You probably can. I would say if you have a one-shot weapon, you can probably just smash him into the ground and kill him. But he's got a lot of health, so you would have to like be specifically looking to do that and know that you're gonna do it. Homeward Bones. You can see down to Gotthard. Up with the bone dragons. Just a good view of Lothric Castle over there, where we came from. There's another thrall. A little sneaky Sneakerton. Some curse hands. Another thrall. Dead thrall bodies all over the place. Another dunk tank. Get a wax head. So now I can't be cursed by the hands that come out of the bookcases. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I didn't even know you could do this the first time I played. Mr. Wizard shooting at us from over there. Titanite chunk. The hands aren't doing anything, as you can see. No meter. No curse. No nothing. They're not even hurting me. So they can't do very much while you have the wax on your head, but like I said, it only lasts 2 to 3 minutes. So use it while you have it. Explore those bookcase areas while you have it applied. Yeah, the first time I played through this area I had no clue, so I didn't do it. I didn't want to put the wax on my head because it looked like something that would have some sort of negative effect. I'm like, well, is it gonna be worth it? Like, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but it just kind of makes you look like an enemy. So I thought maybe there would be a negative effect of it. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I just didn't want to risk it, and ended up being a bad decision, but just ignorant decision. Not really a stupid or bad decision. Just not knowing. That magic ball followed me all the way over here. Back to where we started, where we kicked down the ladder, where we chased around some crystal lizards from some curse hands. Alright, if we climb down the ladder, this is where it leaves you. Beginning of the level, this is where the first time you meet the fat wizard. So we might as well go hit a bonfire and then climb back up the ladder. Just recover some Estus, because we're down to like 6 of them or something. So now we got all 13. And let's head back to the ladder. There he is again. His health is all the way back to full. Let's give him a nice whooping. Ooh, yeah. Knocked him down to half there. Climb back up. Go see him again. Maybe. I think he's right up here. Ooh, he got me. Waxed. Dead. These must be called scholars, but I like calling them waxed. So that's what I'm gonna call them, waxheads. They're kind of annoying, but low health, low damage. If they attack you in packs, you can get got, but otherwise, one-on-one, they're nothing really. Here's the fat wizard again. He's not really fat, he's just wearing a lot of robes. So, crystal scroll is what you get from him. I'm low on health, getting jumped on, getting packed out. A gang of thralls packing me out. I'm getting packed in. I don't want to be a thrall though. There's just cum flying everywhere. I don't know where that's coming from. The wax that just flies everywhere. I think it's one of their spells. One of the scholars have a spell where they like ejaculate all over the place. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do. I think it hurts you a little bit. Secret crystal scroll of the Grand Archives of Lothric. Give to a sorcerer to learn crystal sorceries. We know a sorcerer. These sorceries are the work of the Pale Drake, Seath the Scaleless, whom Logan is said to have met, a branch of sorcery that has been carried on by the Crystal Sages. Crystal Scroll. So it's saying that Seath the Scaleless and Logan left the scroll, I guess, and we're supposed to give it to a sorcerer that we know. And we know, the dude back at Firelink, I forget his name. And that's pretty bad that I don't... What is his name? Let me think of it. Hold on. Fuck, I can't think of it. Oh well, we'll give it to him later. We'll say what's up later. Give him the scroll. Hands coming out of the ground to do curse. That would suck if they like came out of like all the ground, like every inch of the floor, and you couldn't get away, and you didn't have wax on your head. You'd definitely get cursed at that point. Shriving Stone. I think that is the thing that lets you reallocate your stats or something. I don't know. Take that to, I don't know. Another switch. Opens a bookcase. Ooh, item. And a dunk tank. Scholar ring. A ring engraved with a portrait of a scholar increases intelligence. In Lothric, the scholar has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule, and is therefore master of the Grand Archives. Scholar ring. Dude on the toilet reading a book. Another cum tank. Let's dunk it. Let's dunk it. Let's get a facial. Might as well. Kill a thrall. Get a pearl necklace. Kill some thralls. We already hit that switch. It's for the secret area down there, which now I'm probably too obsessed about. I might as well go get. Let's go see what this switch did for this bookcase down here. After I kill this guy. Wow! Yeah! For no reason. Just to taunt the hands with my wax head. Uh-oh. It's 4-on-1. Wouldn't they think I'm one of them if I got wax on my head? I guess I'd need to light a fire on my head too. These don't have fire. Like that one doesn't have fire. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. But that one does. I guess the ones without the flame don't do magic, and the ones with the flame do magic. I never noticed that before, that there's two different kinds of those guys. There's one with the flame on their head, like their candle is lit. They are lit. So there's the lit scholars and the not lit scholars, the unlit scholars. The lit scholars shoot magic and ejaculate on you, and the ones that aren't lit just have like a candlestick dagger type thing. Alright, we got a chest here. This is the secret area that we lowered. We get jumped by a thrall. He gets dealt with quick. And here's another slab. If you need a Titanite slab, there it is. There it is. Hit that switch up there, look down, see where the bookcase went down, which is right here. Straight, turn around at the dunk tank, head straight that way, look to the right. That's where the bookcase went down, you can tell by the ground. And then back in there is a chest with the Titanite slab. It's not too hard. Pretty easy to get a slab. There's my crystal lizard that I'm gonna get later. I just couldn't remember how to get it. I'm being impatient. But you just have to go up a little bit further and drop down on top of him. You actually drop on to a higher above him, and then you can like do a plunging attack on him. We will see. We will see. You will see. I will see. We will do this. Back up the stairs. Another dunk tank. Let's dunk. Might as well. And progress into the level. Got a knight with his back turned. Oop, he saw us. Red knight. Red eyes. Red eyes, Lothric sword. He gets smashed. Gets sliced up, dealt with. He's like a pack of turkey. Sliced. Thinly sliced. I thought there's a way you could go here, but there's not. This is like a drop-off point from further in the level. Like, so you end up there, and then you'll drop down here, and then you'll run this way. Like this is not a way to go. It's just like a way to come from. Another ladder. Let's climb up, see what's up here. If you're ever lost here, you can always just go up. The higher you get, the further you're going into the level. So if you're lost, climb some stairs, climb a ladder. Just keep going up, and you'll figure it out eventually. Man, there's a gate. It looks like a door. Oh, it is a door. It's an illusory wall. Alright, we got one of these Frost Outrider Knights. I was calling them Frost Knights, but they're Outrider Knights. Pretty hard to deal with, usually. What I found out is just go all offense. You gotta, like, go hard as fuck against them. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. They hit hard, but you hit hard too. And they're gonna lose. Outrider Knight set. I don't know, I accidentally buffed my weapon. I was trying to heal. But yeah, that's the type of enemy where you just fight fire with fire. The Lothric Knights, the Outrider Knights, you don't want to be too passive or defensive because it's not going to work for you. Armor of an Irithyll Outrider Knight, enveloped in a dimly cool air. The knights were given the eyes of the pontiff, but the eyes transformed them into savage, raving warriors who only knew how to serve as mindless guards. So that's what every single piece of this armor says. I go through it all, but it all says the same thing. It looks pretty cool. I think maybe we can wear that before the end of the game here. I don't know though. I kind of like what I'm wearing now. And that's another thing I forgot to say. The Wolf Knight armor that I'm wearing, I'm actually wearing the dark gauntlets because I accidentally sold my Wolf Knight gauntlets. What happened was what had happened was what had happened was I was grinding levels on the Lothric Knights by the Lothric bonfire, and every time when I was done with the round of getting souls and I was going back to level up, I would sell. You get like a ton of Lothric Knight, like swords and armor and shields. So you go to the Shrine Handmaid and you sell all that stuff and you get like an extra 20,000 souls. So if you grind out, say, 200,000 souls or 300,000 souls, you can get another 20,000, which is like half a level at a certain point. Just selling the stuff, and you don't need all that crap anyway. So I was selling all that, and like the fourth or fifth time I was selling it all, I accidentally sold the Wolf Knight gauntlets, and you can't buy them back. Like, I don't know why. I mean, there might be a way, but I couldn't figure out how to buy them back. So anyway, I think I look cool with the dark gauntlets on anyway. So to never do that again, I made sure to use the box. You know, when you set the bonfire, you can put all your crap in the box. So I put everything in the box. That way I knew what I could sell. And now everything's in the box except for like what I wear right here. So I actually started using the storage box to organize my shit after I accidentally sold the Wolf Knight gauntlets, which I've like never done that before. I think I have like once done something stupid like that, but you can always buy it back. Like, I don't know what game I'm thinking of, but usually you can buy back stuff you sell by accident. I think I'm thinking of Neverwinter, but anyway, it wouldn't let me buy that shit back, so oh well. I lost the Wolf Knight gauntlets. Here is the way to progress, and I think I screw up here a little bit. Because there's an elevator here. And I couldn't figure out how to open the bookcase down below. And I know there's a way. Because this is like the best shortcut in the whole level. But there's a bookcase like blocking my way out. I've never seen this before. Usually, was that a switch right there? Did I miss a switch? I don't know. Anyway, I've never had to open that, I don't feel like. I mean, I'm sure of course I have. But I don't know. I was like in a hurry at this point. Like always. So I just thought maybe it'd be further up, there'd be a switch or something, I don't know. But usually I can access that shortcut right now. I don't have to like wait till later. Gotta roll through the tables. Let's see what's in here. Titanite scale. I hope those 3 Titanite scales are worth dying over. Dead. Got shot like 4 times. I was probably at like half health too. Oh well, it's not a Sinny video without dying. At least once. At least Dark Souls 3. More reckless. Well, it's not a no-death run, so... Plus we got a couple shortcuts. Like right here, I should be able to go up these steps to the right. And head into that elevator, and I'd be right back where I was. But for some reason, there was something blocking it. Like, I feel like I should be able to go in here and go up, and that's just right where... Oh, I know where that goes. Never mind. That goes up to the boss, don't it? So I must be thinking of something else. But anyway, I should be able to have that shortcut already. And I don't. So climb this ladder. This is what we got so far. This is our only shortcut at this point. Is this ladder. Kill the lit scholar. Don't know why I keep going down there. Don't need to go there. Let's just progress up the stairs, up the ladders. I must feel like I missed a switch or something because that shortcut. Oh, plus there's a drop down I didn't get yet, so we need to do that too. Ooh, he's sitting on my face. She can come at me. White stuff goes everywhere at the perfect time. Restore Ember, gotta do that if you die. It's a full heal. I don't know how many times I'm gonna mention that tip. It's gotta be like the 5th time I've said it. I don't know, I just figured I'd drop down. Ooh, I see there's something down there. Did you see that? I don't think I saw that when I was playing. I saw something down there. Jizzed at me, but then he gets snuffed out. Snuff another one. You're not lit anymore. Ooh, man, he smashed me twice. Pancakes. He's making pancakes. Thrall was making pancakes, and I was getting syruped. He was poeing up. He was poeing up some syrup, making pancakes. Not lit anymore. Titanite scale for boss weapons. Curse hands coming out of the ground. Don't need to go in the Outrider Knight area. Let's go down here. This is the way to go. This is the way you progress. I still need to figure out this shortcut. It's down there, I guess. Here's the crystal lizard. So this is where you get the crystal lizard. I guess I don't feel like doing it yet. I wish I would have checked out that elevator again. I feel like there's a switch I missed. But I gotta get my souls first of all. First and foremost, let's get our souls. I hope that Titanite scale is worth those 100,000 souls. Which isn't. Not to me anyway, I don't use a boss weapon. Maybe one day. Maybe I can hit the switch, nope. Let's go get the crystal lizard that we don't really need, but it's gonna bug me if I don't get it. So he doesn't even move really, you can just drop on him. Boom! Took me a plunging and an R1, just for the record. There's our Red Eye Knight that gave us some trouble earlier. With the spear. Don't really want to fight him again. Just be a time sink. So let's head back to the Cum Lake. Dunk our head. He can't do anything while we're dunking. Except for spray jizz at us. And here we go. Let's head back to where we were. Let's get back to where we were at least. This is a pretty big area. It's probably going to take more than one video to get through. We're at the 45-minute mark, which don't know why I always talk about the time and whatnot, but gotta get out of that habit. So it's probably going to take another video to get to the Twin Princes. Sorry to say. But this level is cool and big, so oh well. It's probably my favorite level, I gotta say. I'm trying to think of one I like better than this. Lothric Castle's cool. The Archives, Archdragon Peak. Yeah, I mean, Archives might be my favorite. I do like Lothric Castle. Where else would be even close. A couple of the first levels are good. Like the very first one. Tower. Undead Settlement. Farron's Keep. I'm just gonna name every area. Nah, yeah, probably this. This probably be my favorite. It's between this and Lothar Castle, probably. What's that other one? The cathedral's pretty cool, though. Cathedral. Irithyll Dungeon. I'm just gonna name every area, I guess. I just felt like standing in the curse hands here. Yeah, I don't know. Irithyll Dungeon's pretty damn cool. Just Irithyll. Irithyll's pretty cool too. I don't know. There's a lot of cool places. Now that I think about it, this game has a lot of good areas. Cause it could be Irithyll. I mean, that place is cool. Or Anorlando. I'm just gonna name every area. So I'm gonna quit now. I can't pick a favorite. They just get cooler and cooler as the game goes. Fleshbite Ring. Whole lot of curse hands. That looks like a thumbnail to me. you know if it is or isn't. Whole lot of curse hands. But my wax is off, so I better get out of here before we lose some health. Big time. Out onto the pouch. Since I jumped off the pouch. Fleshbite Ring. One of the bite rings native to Kareem. Raises poison, bleed, frost, and curse resist. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. So, I don't know. Clerics make these rings, basically. Other people are scared of them. They're forbidden. Something about malleable stone. Whatever that is. Nice view. We're about to watch the we're about to watch a cartoon. Everybody's favorite old school cartoon. Gargoyles. This is another enemy that you want to fight fire with fire, and I don't mean literal fire. I mean offense with offense. Unless he's like totally blocking with his wing. Like you just want to tear him down. Tear him down, blender him. Go all in. Ham him. You don't want to fuck around and play defense with them guys. You just want to kill them, get them out of there. Good view. There's a city down there or whatever. Bone dragons in the sky. This is one of the cooler parts of the game. That's why it's, if I had to like say at this point, you know, this right here, probably my favorite part of the game. Just the view is awesome. Bone dragons flying through the air. You can look at castles and the town and the mountains and the cool ass sky. There's gargoyles attacking you. You're pretty far into the game. It's just, you know, it's a big area. I don't think this goes anywhere. So let's go this way. And you can drop down right here too. But I was wanting to get rid of the gargoyles for now. We can head back and do that. So all offense. He might hit you once or twice, but he's not going to kill you in 2 hits. He might kill you in 3. But if you know, in his big 2 slow hits, you should be able to kill him in that time. Like so. And the lightning doing some work. Soul of a weary warrior. Might be able to drop down there, but I didn't want to. For fear of not being able to get back up here. You can jump over there for sure. Some 2 crystal lizards. Oh, got them. For some reason they're not running from me as fast as they usually do. Sharp Gem, Heavy Gem, and Twinkling Titanite. Another gargoyle. These things just look badass. They got a cool weapon. They're not just like a normal gargoyle, they're like a crazy undead gargoyle with a big long neck. Like, those are cool looking gargoyles. Gargoyle Flame Hammer. Man, I might want to do a playthrough with this thing. It'd be cool to do a playthrough with this thing. Stone Torch Hammer wielded by gargoyles of the profane capital. The profane flame, which never goes out, imbues this weapon with a fire attack. The skill is Kindled Flurry. Anchor weapon in earth and use strong attack to launch successful volleys of fire from the tip of the hammer. Gargoyle Flame Hammer. It's like a little gargoyle on the top of the hammer too. That'd be cool, like playthrough, gargoyle hammer playthrough. This one's Sellsword Twin Blade with resin playthrough. I'm gonna try to like resin up these fucking twin blades from now on. I've been trying to use resin more often, because that's the whole point of these fast curved swords, is to have some sort of magic on them, because they're hitting fast. And the more times you hit something, the more times you can use the resin or the magic on your weapon. If you have like a big heavy weapon and you put resin on it, you're only going to use the resin like 1 hit. 1 hit, 2 hits maybe. With the curved swords, you're going to use that resin like 4, 5, 6 times. So whatever damage it does, if it's flat damage, let's say it's 50 damage it adds. So when I use resin on my curved swords, I gotta get out of here. I'm low on health. Trying to get rid of this gargoyle. That's an extra 250 to 300 damage for me, flat damage. And for like a big heavy weapon, say you only get to smash something once or twice, you're only getting like an extra 100. So the best way to use resin and magic. He just jumped backwards and fell. I don't think he died. He just he's way down there now. I don't think he can get me. All offense, blocking, but dead. So the one committed suicide pretty much. But yeah, so the best way to use resins is with a really fast weapon. Or any kind of weapon buff. Undead Bone Shard, hell yeah. We'll have to sit at a bonfire to use that. Ember, don't really need it. Getting close to the end of the video here. We're not going to finish the archives, but we're getting pretty close. Let's kick this ladder down. Another shortcut. So next time we will have Twin Princes, which is the last boss we need for the thrones. So then we can fight Soul Ascender after that. So the last boss. So we're gonna get the last ashes we need for the thrones, and then we're gonna fight the last boss, Soul Ascender. And maybe, no promises, maybe in there somewhere we'll do Nameless King. I think I can beat him. I mean, I've beat him before. I beat him twice. I've beat him before. I can beat him, but it's just whether or not he's gonna fit in nicely on the last video, or I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video. I don't know if we're gonna fight him or not. That's all I'm saying. Like, no promises, but what's definitely gonna happen is we're gonna fight Twin Princes next time, and we're gonna fight Soul Ascender next time. Unless I put in a video of the Nameless King next. I don't know. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't. Like if you have. Share and tell a friend, please. And I'll see you next time. Comment below, and I'll respond. Twin Princes next time. Nameless King, Soul Ascender, something like that. Peace!